Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Reach out to me directly, email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing. Today, we are discussing a 2019 launch from Chopard from the L.U.C Chopard Manufacture Movement Series. This is the L.U.C Chopard XP. A timepiece, 40 millimeters in stainless steel and ultra thin at 7.5 millimeters thick. It is 48.1 millimeters from lug to lug with a 19 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Zoom out a little bit, throw it on the wrist. My wrist, 16 centimeters circumference. You can see it is a broad and flat, large size men's contemporary dress watch. Super slim, easily sliding underneath the dress cuff. You can also see that it's reasonably constrained from lug to lug. It's not huge across the wrist, and being super flat on the wrist and fairly light in weight, I can recommend this watch for a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference. Now, the timepiece is part of a couture-driven capsule collection that emphasizes elements of traditional men's fashion. So you can see that the color of the dial and the strap coordinated. What you might not miss right here is that we're not looking at conventional textile or sailcloth or even cotton. This is a merino wool that has been stitched on top of an alligator leather that is dark brown on the bottom. And then you can see that the timepiece features a matching stainless steel, alternately beveled and satinated pin buckle. That merino wool, particularly soft, nicely gradiated. It has a range of colors that's akin to denim, and you can see that there's a lot of leather within, so this is a very substantial strap. The case, simple but strong, blended style lugs. Note the vertical satin graining on the case band. That's unusual. These are normally brushed longitudinally. The bezel, which is fairly flat, is very slightly stepped in from the case band, that little inward step creating the appearance of an even thinner watch. The lug hoods are of high polish and the lugs are nicely tapered to a point. There is an L.U.C Chopard, L.U.C Chopard branded crown, and then a shallow domed bezel giving way to a lovely blue satin finish dial, so vertical satin graining, much like stainless steel brushed. You can see there are hybrid hands at center with a fluted center. So at the center of each one of these hands, there's a little bit of a crease that promotes better contrast with the dial base. We have dart-style polished rose gold indices and quarter Arabic numerals. And you can see a fascinating font is used, whereby there's a small amount of serif to the 6, the 3, and the 1 in the numeral 12. You can even see a little bit at the hook at the bottom of the 9. So a unique font used just for this dial, and outboard gilt style printing for the minute scale. 2 hands, no frills, turn it all over, and you get a manufacturer caliber. Based on the historic caliber 96 first launched, that's right, in 1996, this is a manufacturer Chopard movement. Now, the L.U.C Chopard models are about 5,000 to 7,000 a year. Chopard will make about 50,000 to 60,000 watches a year, so you can see that these manufacturer movement timepieces are a minority of production. Twin mainspring barrels wound by a micro rotor, so a 58-hour power reserve, 27 joules, 28.8 beat rate, so 28,800 vibrations per hour. And then we have 5 position adjustment, and that 5 position adjustment means that it is adjusted through all of the positions to which a chronometer would be subjected, and then all of this, of course, water resistant down to 30 meters. The finish is handsome. Satination on the wheels as well as the rotor. There's engine turning or perlage on the base plate, Côte de Genève across the bridges, and then you can see there are black polished screw heads, and we have a polished bevel on the edge of each bridge, and you can see that to best advantage from this angle. A fantastic looking all-arounder in stainless steel. It's more versatile than a traditional dress watch. With the combination of the merino wool and the satin blue dial in a steel case with rose gold accents, it manages to be rich without being ostentatious. The best of both worlds. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.